Hello everyone, I am Shiar Bervi, and in this program number 13 we implement structure variable, how to create and how to use the structure variable in C programming. Then in this structure variable you have to create structure for students that read, write and compute average marks of students scoring above and below the average marks for the entire class of n students. Then let us discuss what is structure. Before that, I will give one example. As you all know that array variable. Then array is a variable that can hold multiple values of same data type. Either, that is, if you define array is of type integer, it can hold only integer values. Similarly, if you define array of the floating type variable, then it can hold the real numbers. But in real examples, sometimes you want to process the multiple values at a time. For example, a student information. Suppose you want to process the student information, like student having a roll number, student having a name, student having a division, or student scored marks in a exam. But all these student information and the information we are processing, that does not fit or that does not belongs to one of the basic data type. For example, roll number is of type integer, then the name, the student name is of type string. Similarly, marks is either again integer or it should be a floating point, or you can say a division or a grade, it should be a single character. Likewise, in real time we want to process the multiple data values. Then in this case we have to use a structure. Then structure provide a better idea or the better facility to process the multiple values together. And what is the standard definition of a structure? Then structure is a variable, is a special variable that can hold elements of different basic data types like integer, float, string and character together. Then the standard definition of a structure is just a special variable that can hold multiple elements of different data types, and all these data types are belongs to basic built-in data types. For example, it can combine integer, string, character and float data together and it will be processed. And best example is a student data processing. Similarly, for you can apply the structure for the person information processing or the employee information processing, like employee having employee ID, employee name, employee salary, employee designation and so on. Then in such cases you have to design and use a structure in a C program. Then now comes to a program, and let us see how to write a program using structure. And here especially we are discussing the student information, or we are processing the student related information using structure. Then first starts our discussion with this program. This is the program number 13 for structure implementation, and we are discussing creating and discussing the student information. Then first starts with the header files. Include the header files like hash include stdio.h and hash include conio.h. These are the input output interfaces and the console input output interfaces required for each and every C program. Then next is you have to define a structure. Then how to define a structure? To define a structure, use struct as a keyword. Struct is a keyword used to define any structure in a C program. Then this struct keyword should be followed by the actual structure name. Then here the data we want to process as a student, that's why I have used structure name as a student. And how I have defined this structure by using this code as using the keyword as a struct followed by structure name as a student. Then you have to specify the characters of a student or the information, the related information that you want to process regarding a student entity, like the information I want to process, like a student roll number, student name and student marks. That's why I have declared 3 more variables within a structure, as the roll number as a integer, name as a character and again marks as a integer. This is the process how to define a structure by using keyword as a struct followed by structure name, and in between you have to provide, you have to include all the different data types, or you have to define different variables that belongs to different basic data types, like roll number belongs to integer, name as a character, and marks as a integer. Then next, once you define a structure, then you have to create a variable, for structure by using the structure as the s, and you have to specify its size as 10. If you have specified size here as the 10, then it can possible to process the 10 student details, or you have just created an object for this structure as a s. Here now we can say that s is a special variable, structure type of variable that belongs to a structure student. Unlike the roll number is a data type belongs to an built-in data type as the integer, similarly s is a variable that belongs to a structure variable as a student. This is how this code will give you idea how to define a structure and how to create a variable of a structure student, and here the structure variable is the s. Next starts our discussion with the main program, that is void main. Then declare all the variables, local variables required to implement the given problem statement, that is to read and display the student information, and also to process calculate and process the average marks and display the student details above and below the average marks. For this we required all these local variables that we have defined here as integer I comma n, then float sum is equal to 0.0 and average 0.0. Then the next you have to enter the number of students, how many student information you want to process. First you have to read that value, how many student details you want to process. Using printf, enter the number of students, then scanf %d and ampersand n. The n will indicates the number of student data you want to process or details you want to process. Then by using for loop, for I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, then you have to read details for each and every student at a time. That is, first read the roll number for first student, name for the first student, and marks for the first student. Next read the details for second student, third student, and so on, until and unless this n value is true. Then every time you have to read one student details. That is by using printf, enter the roll number, then scanf %d, and here we are using, very important thing is here we are using the structure variable as ampersand s of I. I indicates this is the ith student details you are reading, that is %s of I dot roll number. Then roll number is actually an basic information you want to read, and that is bounded to this structure variable as the s, and I indicates the ith student details you want to read, that is %s of I, means you have to read the roll number for ith position. Similarly, enter the name, printf, enter the name, you have to read the name of the student for ith position. Similarly, enter the marks, then scanf %d and ampersand s of I dot marks. Similarly, for each student you are reading 3 different type of values like roll number, name, and marks. Then once you read the marks for the first student, then you have to simply sum the marks by using this formula, sum is equal to sum plus student of ith position dot marks. This addition, you are at the time of reading marks for each and every student, you have to calculate the sum value. This sum value we are using to calculate the average value, average marks for all the students. That's why while reading the marks you have to calculate the sum value as sum is equal to sum plus si dot marks. Then this is all about the read operation, how to read the student details using structure. The next you have to calculate the average marks for all the students by using this formula, average equal to sum divided by n, and print the average marks as printf average marks equal to %f and average. Then the next important is you have to display all the average all the student details having below average also as well as the above average. Then first we will display all the student details having below average marks by using printf below average marks, then print roll number, student name, and student marks. Then use again for loop, for I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, and check for this condition. If that student I dot marks is less than average, if the student I dot marks is less than average, you have to display that student details as printf %d, %s and %d. That is d for roll number, s for student name, and again d for marks. And by using this variable si dot roll number, that is you want to display the roll number that is bounded with the string structure variable as s of I. Similarly, display the student name, again that is bounded with the structure variable as s of I, and again marks that is bounded with the structure variable as s of I, and I will represent the particular position, particular student details. Same is applicable for to display all the student details having above the average marks or scored above the average marks. That is printf above average student marks are printf roll number, name and marks, and again using for I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. If the student I dot marks is greater than or equal to average, then you have to display printf %d, %s and %d, and by using the same notation like s of I dot roll number, that is you have to display the roll number that is bounded with the structure variable s, similarly for name and similarly for marks. Then this is the procedure to how to read student details using structure, how to process the data, structure data, and how to display value from the structure variable. Then next further we continue our discussion with some sample inputs. We execute this program by providing some sample inputs and check the output or monitor the output. Then here is a program for implementing structure and to process the student details or student information considering roll number, name and marks. Press Ctrl F9. Then first you have to provide the enter the number of students you want to process. Suppose I want to process the 2 student details, then enter number of students as 2. Then next it will ask to enter the roll number. Suppose roll number of first student is 1. The next it will ask enter the name, student name. Suppose student name is ABC, and next it will ask for enter the marks, and suppose the marks should be as 66. Next it will ask the second student details, like enter the roll number of a second student as 2, then enter the name as suppose XYZ, and next suppose enter marks as suppose 55. Likewise it will ask details for each and every student one by one. Then first here the number of students are 2 and I have entered both the student details like roll number, name and marks. Then next this is an, let us check once again, that is Ctrl F9, number of students as 2, marks number as 1, then XYZ, then marks as suppose 55, enter the roll number as 2, name as suppose ABC, and suppose marks as suppose 44, then continue our discuss with providing some sample inputs for this program as that is Ctrl F9, provide number of students as 2, enter the roll number 1, enter the student name, enter the marks, then next enter the second student details, roll number as 2, then marks as, then name, then marks as, then it will generate the average 55 plus 66 is 60, and it will display the student having or student scored the below average and student scored above average. execute it for another time. Provide number of inputs as 2, roll number as 1, name as X, Y, Z, then suppose marks as 33. Then next enter the second student details, provide name as A, B, C, then provide date as, then next you will get average as 34, and it will display the student having the above average marks, and it will display students having below average marks.